As a lot of you may know, I've been wrapping up this Nissan Gloria project. I bought this car completely totaled, the rear end was completely smushed in, and then did a full respray on the car. There were some minor trim pieces that were missing along the way, such as side markers and fog lights. For those of you who remember, that was the original fog light to the car, and this one I ordered off of Baiyi, which is also today's video sponsor. But this fog light is for a Koki model, so it's a late spec, and this is an early spec. The plugs, housing, and bulbs are all different. And at some point today, I'd like to install this bomex front lip onto the Z, but that means I'm gonna need a twin turbo front bumper because I've already confirmed that this bomex front lip does not fit the non-turbo front bumper. And yes, this lip I also found on Baiyi. So I'm gonna have to go on a parts run later and pick up a front bumper for that. And I know a lot of you guys are wondering, oh, aren't you gonna run the bomex front bumper? I have an entire fiberglass front bumper for it as well. I think it'd be a great idea to have two front bumpers because I don't fully trust running a fiberglass front bumper, especially after what happened to my bumper after hitting a raccoon. So this time around, I figured I'd walk you guys through the process I would take to order parts like this. First thing you gotta do is either use your phone or a laptop and open up Baiyi. We're gonna start with going into the auctions tab and clicking Yahoo Japan auction. Once we're here, we can type in our keywords that we wanna search. So I'm gonna type in Y32 Gloria Fog. And as you can see, the results aren't really what we wanna see, so we're gonna broaden the search. I'm going to reduce it to Y32, and oh, what is this? I've been looking for these actually for a while. I'm going to favorite this really quick. Actually, let's click on it. This could be a good example. So it looks like this is only sold for a buyout price. There's no auction, no bidding. So I'm going to go ahead and just win this for the buyout price right now to show you guys the process. This is the page that it'll take you to. This price is for the item and shipping to the warehouse, not shipping to you. There are options for what plan you want to use. I've always just used the standard plan. It's 500 yen. Baiyi gets 300 yen out of this, and I've always just used PayPal for the payment option. Looks like there is a credit card option if you want to go that route. And alright, so it's paid for. Your bid has been placed, even though we just won it for the buyout price. Let's get back on track. We're looking for fog lights, so I'm going to type in Y32 Gloria just to broaden the search. Just to make this simpler for you guys, I've already favorited a few items, so I'm going to go up here to the watch list, which is the things that have been starred previously. Now there is a difference between these fog lights. There's an early model and late model. I actually pulled up my YouTube video to compare the connector that I need for mine, and to my surprise, most available fog lights are late model, so a lot of these are not going to work for me. There's very minor differences, but the plugs are different, so it's not going to plug and play. And now there is another option if you cannot find it on Yahoo Auctions Japan. We're going to go over to the tab menu under Marketplace and hover over Mercari. You're not going to be bidding against anyone. It is only for buy now. Now the cool part about Mercari is there's an auto translate feature. So I'm going to type in Y32 fog and hit search. And as you can see, it pulled up two fog light options here. This one looks like the early model because it doesn't have the orange bubble in it like the late model does. See, that's the correct plug, but unfortunately this is for the driver's side. I need a passenger side one. So the hunt will continue for that part. Let's say that you're ready to check out and you have a few items that have arrived at the Baiyi warehouse. We're gonna go up here to my page and we have a message here. You have packages with free storage period ending soon. We're gonna go over here to the left for package information. Now these are all of the packages that I have won or bought that are now at the Baiyi warehouse and ready to ship. So this is how much each individual package would be to ship if I were to send them all separately. Honestly, most of these items are pretty small and can probably be thrown into one box. Now this shows how many days you have left of free storage. Baiyi will hold it for 30 days free of charge. And I actually let one extend past by 1 day just because I was curious as to what the fee would be. And it looks like it's around 200 yen. Which is about $1. You can also request a photo of your package if you'd like. I don't really know why you would want to use this feature if you've already won the auction and it's in the warehouse. So now I want to ship all these packages but in one box. I don't want to send them all separately. So I'm going to go and select all, and then I'm going to click Add Package Consolidation. Once I click there, it pulls up this page. Do you want to add protective packaging? No, not really. I don't have any glass in this one. And it is important to note that once you apply for package consolidation, you cannot undo it. All right, so we're going to go to the next page. Yeah, cannot undo. All right, so this is what it looks like. All grayed out. And in just a couple hours, it should be ready. I'm going to click package information, scroll down to the bottom. The item shown has been in storage the longest. And this is the total shipping cost for all of those items I showed previously. So now we're going to select shipping methods. And these are the options that you have to choose from. I personally always use Baiyi air delivery. Sometimes it'll even arrive the next day. I'm not even kidding. Overnight parts from Japan. And then this will show you everything that is in that box. Scroll down to the bottom. Then you hit checkout. It's just asking you to confirm all the information here. Okay. Boom. You're done. When I receive the package, I'll open it with you guys. Thank you, Baiyi, for this opportunity, and I'll leave the link below so you guys can check it out as well. But I'm warning you, it can get addicting. Look what it did to me. I'm currently on my way to pick up the TT front bumper, but we needed some fuel. I'm still blown away by how big this fuel tank is for a two-door. I think it's over 18 gallons. And I can't tell you how many people stop me in traffic and they're like, your gas cap is on the trunk. I'm like, no, it's not. It wouldn't still be there. It would have flew away. We got 400 miles to this one tank of fuel, and that's about 22 miles to the gallon. Not too bad. If you have a 300ZX, what is your fuel economy? I'm curious. I'm willing to bet this might be the best fuel efficient 300ZX out there. There's no way a VG can do 22 miles to the gallon. What do you got there, friend?
Nothing.
Nothing? Where you going? Damn, TT bumper? Oh yeah. Hopefully we can slap this thing on soon.
Hopefully it'll fit.
It's gotta fit. It's a work truck. You mean the trunk, right? Actually, let me take the lip out so we don't crack it. Well, it looks like this bumper is not fitting as nicely as I would like. I don't want to flex it any more than it should, because this is brittle 30-year-old plastic, and as you can see, it's already cracked in one spot. Don't want to crack it in another spot, because then it will look like the current bumper on the car. Yeah, so the solution is, let's put this one on now and throw the broken one in the car. Man, red on green. This is gonna look ridiculous. Christmas car. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season. This was not cracked before. I wonder if that also cracked when the raccoon thing happened. I'm gonna look back on that video and see if I can tell if that corner is missing then. If not, someone probably backed into me in a parking spot or something. Now it looks like we're probably gonna have to move over these metal mounting brackets, because the red bumper did not come with any mounting hardware, and this doesn't look to be in the best shape either. There we go, bumper support bracket. What do you think? How's it gonna look?
Good.
Good? The red on green?
I like that bumper.
Yeah, me too. Oh, oops. Okay, this is looking pretty sick.
It reminds me of shark nose on the 240.
A shark nose?
Yeah.
Oh, true. It's got
Shark
the 3 vents. Or is it 3 vents? I don't know. It's got vents under the turn signals on the shark nose, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Plus, 99% of shark nose cars are red.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Every 240 is red. Basically.
True, yeah, there's a lot of red ones.
Yeah. Some more hardware on, clean up these fitment lines, and hopefully we can test fit the lip here. Not too bad. I still need to put zip ties on the corners, but okay. Now let's put this lip on. Well, actually, I just realized there's no mounting holes in the back of the bumper, so I'm gonna need a drill regardless. So I might as well just pack this up, take it to my house. As much as I'm dying to throw this lip on the front bumper and drill some holes, we actually have some stuff to do on the 240. It's always good to see this thing out in the sun. Some of you may remember, I finally got the rear end dialed in. Got the dents pulled out by my friend Mikey that works at a body shop, and he also put some body filler on there to fill in any low spots. Now, a lot of you guys have been commenting, you gotta get that thing primed, you can't let it sit out. I agree, and I've been waiting for some availability from Andrew, and guess what? He's available. And before we go over there, I wanna make it easier for him, so we're gonna just take off some body pieces, and I might swap the wheels. I don't wanna get overspray on these NS01 wheels because these are so hard to find these days. So maybe I'll try and fit these XT7s in the rear. These are 18 by 9.5. I have not mounted these on the rear of the 240 yet, so that'll be interesting to see how those fit. And I do have a full set of these XT7s, unlike most wheels. I know a lot of you guys do not like the mismatch, but unfortunately, I don't have tires on the 17s. Well, let's get this thing out in the sun. It's really cold out here, but the sun makes it a little bit more manageable. All right. Jack it up from the diff, slowly but surely. While I have the wheel off, we're gonna go ahead and take off the mounting for the rear lip. Yes, I know this thing has been quite abused. When I bought this lip, it was not even in the best shape. Hoping to clean it up this year. I'm honestly not even sure if these wheels are gonna fit or not. Oh, that's the right side? Yeah, it's the right side. Oh yeah, those are gonna fit just fine. They might rub a little bit, but that's all right. Now I'm sure some of you are wondering what rear lip or rear valance this is. It is called G-Grow. I've only seen a handful of these lips, and I've only seen 2 in person, this being one of them. It's gotta be my favorite valance for the S13 hatchback. I look so naked without it. Fitment reveal. Oh dude, that's perfect. Those almost fit better than the NS01s that were on there. It's a little bit sunk in for my taste, but we'll get the job done for now. I think if my quarters were rolled and not pulled, these would fit way better. Next thing I want to do to make this job easier for Andrew is take off the rear bumper, because we're going to have to do that regardless. Because we're going to probably need a prime inside of this ridge, because it's bare metal in there. Now for driving, I am going to have to steal the plate off of here and probably just, maybe I'll just put a nut and bolt through this hole. What is up, Andrew? What do you got here?
I got a little RC car.
Man, look at you. Dude, it looks smooth. Yeah, I want to try it. Nice, dude. Get some driving in before we do real car stuff.
Boom.
Whoa, what is that tool?
This? Alcohol.
No, this.
Oh, this is just a light.
Oh, okay. I thought
I know Mikey does good work. So.
yeah, dude.
But we're just gonna double check.
Doesn't hurt to double check. I do believe he did a great job too. Whew, that is strong.
It's just alcohol.
Oh, I see. You're trying to. You wet it so that you can see the panel gloss. That way you can see any dents or
Looks
anything
really
in
good.
it.
You did a good job.
Yeah. I don't see anything.
There's no dent there.
We opened up the garage for some natural lighting. We are confident that this side is good.
Very good job.
Yeah, dude, Mikey's the boss. Oh man, I can already tell this looks good. I can see Melvin's car.
Oh, this is really good. You did a
Dude,
good job.
it's a perfect reflection. And that's body filler.
Okay.
That looks better than the actual car paint. All right, yeah, I gotta start taking off these taillights then, huh?
Yeah, go ahead and take those taillights off.
Ooh. The trunk latched, and I can't find the cable Coming in a trunk full of tires, wheels, in between bucket seats. Oh, I think I got the latch. Yes. Oh. Yeah, there's no shocks. Here, the pole is like right down here.
Okay, both my hands are. Make it beheaded.
Thank you, sir.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I need to get some shocks back on this, but we have a lot more to worry about than hatch shocks. So right now, Andrew is sanding all the area around the body filler. We're not sanding any body filler because Mikey did a killer job and we don't need to touch it up at all. But there are some uneven chips on the edge of the paint here. So if we're gonna prime it, we're gonna make sure that everything under the primer is good to go. And what grit were you sanding with too? This was just to prep everything around it.
220, this is 80.
220 and 80? Oh yeah, because they're so deep. Oh yeah, that's really deep.
You want to get rid of the...
Because that'll show in the primer, right?
Yeah, it's just, you don't want chips under, because then it's not gonna...
Adhere.
You know, it's just a chance of it chipping away.
I see. Yeah, this whole quarter panel had the worst paint, I feel like. That's why you can see the red bleeding through. This is the quarter that came off of that S13 hatch that was pulled through the river in Ohio.
What?
Yeah. Every panel has a crazy story on this car. It's kind of crazy. I'm making sure this quarter's good this time. This R34 is a customer car he's working on, refreshing the kit. This green S13 hatch is another customer car. This one's getting a full respray. Not sure what color it's going. Absolutely love these wheels. You know me and chrome 5-spokes. But I'm pretty sure this is Midori green, which is a Honda Civic color. Pretty cool to see it on an S13. And then this blue R32 is Andrew's. It has a 1JZ swap. ABS Model 6s. This thing is insane. I love this car. I'm not sure what this IS is. This might be another customer car. He's crazy with it. He is crazy. One last alcohol wipe down. It's crazy how blue this looks after you wipe it. Didn't even notice that before. Right here?
A little more.
There we go. It's like those big parachute things in kindergarten. You'd all jump under it. It's just one of those protective bubbles that you put cars in. Keeps filling up. Nice. So that's so you don't get a harsh primer line, right? Mm-hmm. I see. Andrew has just finished masking the entire car off. So we have just both quarter panels exposed. And this is a little, not a heat gun, but a heat lamp, I guess. And we're gonna preheat the panels because again, it is very cold outside today. It may not look like it because the sun is shining, but it's actually 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Preheating the panel will allow the primer to adhere a lot better. I'm excited. This is gonna be a whole new look to the car. Not that I'm excited for it to be yet another color, but It's one more piece to the puzzle, one more step along the way. My goal this year is to complete this car for good and get the Z going. I'm still collecting parts for the Z, but one thing at a time, right? We can't rush the progress here. We gotta take our time and do it right. Oh, color reveal. Man, that was a good pour. Which one did, I don't know how this works. I always forget.
I'm at 4.
Oh, so we're 4, this is the ratio that we're going for?
4 to 1. So we're gonna hit that 4.
Next 4 up. I see.
Bottle.
Oh, fresh bottle, damn.
4, 2, 1.
All right.
Let's a little bit of reducer there.
That was reducer, okay.
Just a little bit.
Was that hardener then?
Yeah,
Or-
that's it, yeah.
Okay. The main reason we're going ahead and priming this quarter panel right away is because the body filler is hydroscopic, right? That's the word for it?
Mm-hmm.
It absorbs moisture. So even with the car just sitting in the garage, this body filler could be absorbing the water in the air. Luckily it's not summer and it's not humid, so I don't think it really got much of any, especially because the bare metal that we do have exposed has no surface rust. But it's always good to just get it taken care of as soon as possible. Dude, this quarter panel looks minty. You would honestly never know it's been through anything.
Good job.
Both of
Very
you
good
guys,
job, Mike.
man, both of you guys did a good job. So how does primer work? Is it just one coat or do you have to go back 3 coats of primer? Oh, wow. All right. This is just speeding up the drying process, I guess. We do have some wheels too. These are the fronts off of the Integra sedan. We did not like how these tires fit. They're too square. So I ordered a smaller set of tires that we're gonna put on these wheels and then put those tires on the polished R32 GTR wheels. Oh no. So the seal on these 3-piece wheels is not looking too good. I was wondering why this tire kept losing air pressure, and that's gonna be why. So unfortunately I can't just put on the new tires right now. We're gonna have to reseal those in a little bit. I diagnosed it before. I took the tire off and sprayed some water all over it, and I found bubbles bubbling up on each one of the bolts and nuts. So that's how I had an idea that it was leaking. But we are gonna mount tires on these R32 GTR wheels, even though I still need to clear coat the faces since they're freshly polished.
You're gonna be like, why is he wearing a respirator change?
Yeah, why are you wearing a respirator changing tires, Andrew? Oh, that's gonna look so good. Something about putting tires on wheels just changes the way it looks. Dude, you picked the whole bench up? Oh my God. Nice. Oh, dude, those look nice. Good stretch. Well, it's not crazy, but, you know, good for daily use.
Yeah.
Man, this thing turned out great. Not bad for a couple hours worth of work. Andrew killed it once again. I'm so hyped with how this turned out. Applying the primer to that body filler really showed how well Mikey got this panel in one day. I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering why we didn't prime the entire quarter panel, and there are a couple dents that Andrew spotted here. So Andrew said it'd be counterproductive to either shave down this primer and paint again, or to have a paintless dent remover pull these dents out. But you guys already know I had to take it to the OG spot. It seems like every iteration, I take it to the same location with every minor update. I just hope I got the same angle for all of them. And then one day I can like stack all the pictures up until it's finally done. I don't know. Something about progress. Visual progress is so satisfying. I'm gonna do something different and place my microphone right above the exhaust here and just get a really good exhaust note tone. Maybe like right here. Do I trust that? I can't wait to hear how that sounded. Hopefully the audio picked up all right and it didn't blow out or something. But nevertheless, always fun to drive this car. And it looks great paired up with the Z. Both of the heavy project cars. Unfortunately, it's gonna be dark in like maybe 4 minutes. So I don't think I have enough time to really properly take my time and do this front lip. So I might have to push this off to tomorrow on the Z. I'm really happy we got this done today. It's a new day and a great day to mount this lip finally. I'm not sure if I want to put zip ties in the back or just use some self-tapping screws, but either way I want to test fit this lip onto the bumper before I make any decisions. I am noticing there's a couple holes on this side already, and there's only 2 on this side. Oh man, this is gonna be a tight fit. Wow, no hardware. 0 hardware. That's crazy. Man, that looks sick. I really hope you guys are able to see it. I know it's dark, it's black, so it may not pop as well as it really is in person, but damn, that changes the whole look of the front end. Man, it extends past the front end. I think originally it was slightly sunk in, but that makes it look way more aggressive. And the vents, that's so cool. Fitment is 10 out of 10. Almost don't even need hardware on here. I will still put some, but yeah, that's good. That is really good. Oh, I'm also noticing they put this squared body line, I guess, into the lip, which is very similar to how they have it on the back of the skirt. You know, it's not exactly the same, but it's still like a squared out piece. Keeps the flow of the whole kit. It is bomex on bomex after all. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty sick. I guess I ended up not needing the drill, but these holes were already in the perfect spot for mounting. This thing looks pretty sick. Very happy with it. Now it's definitely in project car mode. Before it was just the hood that was black and mismatched, but now I got a front bumper that's red and a lip that's black. It's kind of tempting me to throw on the rest of the kit at this point. Does anyone want this bumper before I toss it out? It can definitely be saved. I still have that middle piece that's missing. I think that's where we're gonna end today's video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Don't forget to drop a like if you haven't already. Subscribe to see more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.